Your reporting continues now live here on the news feed. It's that time of the year again when hundreds of music lovers flock to the Mangaung Arts and Cultural Festival, also known as Macufe. And this year, the festival goers will be treated to the lyrical sounds of Canadian and R&B sensation Deborah Cox, one of the international headliners for the event. The R&B star is in the country, and she joins me live now here on the news feed to talk about the upcoming performance at Macufe, but also generally about her experience in the country and the music. Deborah, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Good to be back.
In a South African tone, Deborah.
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 Oh, but
yes.
I know you've adopted Nolwandle of late.
Yes, you saw that on Twitter.
Name?
Yes, there were so
fantastic.
many amazing selections of names. It was really, really hard to choose, but I felt like that one really exemplified the energy that I'm also trying to portray, which is being able to reach and connect to many people.
Yeah, a big ocean.
Yeah, big ocean. I love that.
That's fantastic. Well, listen, let's listen to some of the latest songs that you have released, and then we'll get into the conversation.
All right.
Easy way to leave, easy way to go, easy way to run straight up out that door, and easy way to quit. There's an easy way of giving up. So easy, yeah. There's no easy way to stay when it hurts so much, especially when you think you've had enough. Ain't no easy way to love, love, love. Ain't no easy way to love, love. Ain't no easy way. You scream, I yell, who's right or wrong, can't tell. Emotions just can't be defined. It kills a part of me each time. Can't sink, can't sail, my hands are up, oh well. Seems I was soon to lose my mind, oh. And if I could hit rewind, don't know what I'd find, no, no. Easy way to leave, easy way to go, easy way to run straight up out that door, and easy way to quit. There's an easy way of giving up. So easy, yeah. There's no easy way to stay when it hurts so much, especially when you think you've had enough. Ain't no easy way to love, love, love. Ain't no easy way to love, love, love. Ain't no easy way. Gave but can't get none back. Still I miss your contact. Walk away and run back. Walk away and run back. Still I don't wish we were so far. I know I would miss you way too much.
Deborah Cox there with Easy Way, still to be released, if I'm not mistaken.
November 1st, yeah.
November 1st. So we are getting almost the first sample
This is
of
the
it.
first time ever. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
no, fantastic. It sounds really good, sounds
Thank
fresh.
you,
It's
thank
the
you.
latest sound. But of course, your vocals still as fantastic as you were when you
Thanks
came
so
out in
much.
'95.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've really been, I've stayed very close to the music, I'd say over the past year, just living and being inspired just by things that are going on in my life. And I think that this album will reflect a lot of that, a lot of storytelling about what goes on, the complexities of love, battle-tested love, and this song also talks about that as well. So.
Nobody's supposed to be here. Still one of your longest running
yes.
singles. And I'm sure they ask you every time. It's not your first
All
time
the
that you're in
time.
South Africa. In fact, it's not the first time that you're in Africa at all. Just the other day, you were eating jollof and
Yes.
fufu.
Yes,
and
fufu
you're
in
having
Ghana.
fun there in Ghana. How was that
Yes.
experience?
Oh,
It was your first time in Ghana,
It was my
wasn't
first time in Ghana, yeah. It was a really moving experience. And yeah, I had a chance to really take in the vibe and the energy of the place. And it was really eye-opening, you know?
Being part of the Divas concert, and firstly the name Diva itself, you will tell me how you feel about it, but that's what they call it, and you will be with the likes of Lyra there, who is a fantastic
fabulous,
songstress,
yeah.
sensational businesswoman as well. You've got Tandiswa as well on that lineup, Lady Zama. How does it feel for you?
It feels great to be, you know, among all these emerging women who are, like you said, very independent, very fierce in their own right. They're, You know, I'm looking to even do some collaborating as well. You know, I feel like, you know, as a person who's been in the business for a while, I have, you know, all of this experience and knowledge that I want to pass along, you know, and the fun part for me really is being able to collaborate with other artists and just be experimental. So I'm looking forward to the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you on stage tomorrow. Talking about being in the business for as long as you have, how has the game changed, and how have you managed to stay yourself, constant, true to yourself, but also being able, I suppose, to reinvent yourself in a sense in terms of the sound and in terms of how you package yourself?
Well, I think it's been a matter of really staying in tune with what's happening and what the changes are. I think social media has changed the game completely in a way that I think has given a lot of artists a lot of power, you know, power of their voice, of their brand, of their message. And I want to and intend to use and continue to use all of these new platforms to get to a new audience and also be very inclusive of the people that have been supported from day one. So I think it's important to embrace it. You know, there's no other way to stay connected with people if you don't embrace the change, you know? So I welcome it a lot.
It has become one big world, so to speak.
It has, yeah.
On social
with
media.
just one click of,
just one
you
click
know,
of a button.
Twitter
Yeah.
and Instagram, and, you know, you really get an opportunity to stay in touch with what's going on in the fans' mind, you know. And in their mind, you know, they're ready for new music. They're hungry and excited for it. For me, I'm still trying to keep the balance and juggle all these different careers and all these different things that I'm doing and stay creative too. So it's always constant communication, always being in constant communication, whether through photography, through music, through live forums, you know, to be able to continuously connect, I think is important.
And you find that to be true with all your fans across the country? I mean, when you interact with them,
Yes,
they're all
and
hungry for new music?
a lot of times people will tell me, you know, it's time for music. You know, we love that you're acting and we love that you're doing Broadway and doing movies, but we want music.
Why was it taking so long, though, the disappearance from the
well,
music scene?
I honestly didn't think about it in a way that, I mean, I've always still included music. Like, I just came off of the Bodyguard musical,
Right.
and I did an EP dedicated to the music that inspired me, you know, from the show, and you know, and so to me that was a record. I mean, that's an album of 8 songs of my, you know, remade versions of, you know, some classic Whitney Houston songs. So I feel like that's still music, isn't it?
Well, it is indeed. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe people expected a particular
Or maybe
something.
my own. I get
What
it.
did you wear? Chanel. They wanted you to look lovely. I mean, I remember 2017. People were saying,
Right.
Deborah Cox is slowing down. Is she really slowing
I'm
down?
not. I have not slowed down. But I think that's, again, the beauty of social media is through Facebook and, you know, Instagram and Twitter. You can see how active I am on a day-to-day, hourly basis. You know, be all up in my business.
What can we expect in terms of your performance on stage this week?
Well, I have been told that the audience loves to sing along, and so I'm really looking forward to just the exchange and to perform these songs again.
Can
It's
Be
been a long
Friends.
time. Of course, you're going to hear "We Can't Be Friends"
All
the morning
right.
after.
Where do we go
Nobody's
from
supposed to be
here?
here. Where do we go from here? The song
Right.
that got me signed. You'll hear stories from behind the scenes of, you know, the way some of the songs were created. You'll hear "Sentimental." You'll hear, you know, you'll hear all the hits. So, you know, be prepared to just sing and dance and have a good time.
What do you make? The biggest story that has engulfed a lot of South Africans, of course, is Tyler Perry opening up his studio.
Yes.
It's been big here in South Africa as well. What do you make of that, a black brother doing what he's doing?
It's groundbreaking, and it's so well overdue. And he's a visionary, and I think the more we see artists like him take on, you know, make moves like that, it inspires you to want to make a statement and do something monumental in your own life and in your own career. And so kudos to Tyler Perry, who has been in this game a long time and really, creating incredible opportunities for people.
This thing has been following you around, and I think it's an award, and it's capturing
yes.
all your albums there. I think
Yes,
it's about 1,
it's
2,
by
3,
the
4,
multi-platinum plaque from
5,
Sony
6.
Music.
Yes?
We've had a lot of great success with Sony South Africa, and we're looking forward to doing a lot more. They presented me with this just an hour ago and blew my mind because I was...
Was it a surprise? You didn't
It was a
expect it
total
at all?
surprise because I came here on one agenda and they had clearly another. But it's wonderful to be recognized, to be valued, it shows me that they as a company have been very, very supportive, and it's lovely to have a team that's, behind you, helping you to get your message and your music and out. So I'm very, very grateful for the team and everybody at Macufe for bringing me here and being so supportive.
Well, we're looking forward to a great show at Macufe with Deborah Cox this coming weekend. I see your itinerary also quite busy. You're doing that, and straight after you're going to another jazz festival. And it's going to be a busy weekend for you.
Very, very busy. So I'm looking forward to it.
We wish you all the best. Thanks for coming through and visiting us here at Newsroom Africa.
Thank you.
That is Deborah Cox, folks. She will be performing live at the Divas concert. That is alongside Lira Tandiswa Mazwai, as well as Lady Zama. And of course, she's giving us a sample of her latest, Easy Way.
Easy way to leave, easy way to go. Easy way to run straight up out that door. And easy way to quit, there's an easy way of giving up. So easy, yeah. There's no easy way to stay when it hurts so much, especially when you think you've had enough. Ain't no easy way to love, love, love. Ain't no easy way to love, love. Ain't no easy way. You scream, I yell. Who's right or wrong, can't tell. Emotions just can't be defined. It kills a part of me each time. Can't sing, can't sail. My hands are up, oh well. Seems I must sooner lose my mind, oh. And if I could hit rewind, don't know what I'd find, no.